Sometimes God asks you and I to follow him into the wilderness. You don't have to pretend it's easy. Just keep looking for him.
You're listening to Your Moment of Hope. Here's your host, Billy Peterson.
I think there's some parts of culture, society that say, God will only rain blessings down on your life. And then there's stories in the Bible, like the disciples getting on a boat that Jesus told them to get on, and he sends them into the sea where he knows there's going to be a storm that they're going to encounter. And of course, he shows up because God always has a purpose for your life in those storms. Let's jump into today's episode. Okay, this might not be easy to hear, but sometimes it's God himself who sends you and I into storms. Wait, what? It's not to punish you or I, but to reveal to us even more about himself. He comes to show us where our words declare faith, but our hearts tremble in fear. He comes to reveal where faith may be small, not to shame you or I, but to show us how capable he is and how little we have to fear. You and I live in a culture and a society that tries to convince us God only gives us the more, the better, the easy, the prosperous. And so you can look at everyone else loving their lives, while behind the screen, you don't understand yours. You start to wonder if maybe you're doing something wrong, but it's just not true. And no, you're not. Sometimes God asks you and I to follow him into the wilderness, into the valley of the shadow of death, into the desert place. God is with you in those places. You don't have to pretend it's easy. Just keep looking for him. Well, I hope that spring has gotten off to a great start for you. You and I are almost 100 episodes now, deep into the Your Moment of Hope podcast. That was episode 90. And we're only this far into it because you continue to show up. And I'm just so thankful for that. Because your presence is allowing me to continue to provide hope into your life, into the lives of many others. I'm not totally sure what you and I are going to discuss next time on the podcast. I don't know if it'll be so controversial, but I do pray that it adds value and it's a blessing to your life. I'll see you then. Continue to walk forward in faith, my friend.
If this content is adding value to your life, you can show your support by giving it a rating and review and sharing it with your friends on social media. Until next time, thank you for being here for the Your Moment of Hope podcast.